stop. I was here.
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Perfect.
How y'all feeling, man? Today's motivational hymn is all about being consistent and staying in the right mindset. You know, sometimes in life, you feel me, people have this issue where they want to go somewhere or do something, but they don't know how to stay consistent and how to do things and take the steps forward to get what they want to get. You feel me? Consistency is a major key in life. You feel me? If you're not consistent whatever you do, you're not gonna see results. You can't be a hooper saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get my 3-point shooting down," and you only going to the gym once out the week. That's not consistent. You bullshitting yourself. You feel me? You have to be able to consistently work at your craft and perfect what you want to get. You can't say, "I want to lose weight," and you only go to the gym twice a week. Be consistent with it. If you want to diet, be consistent with it. You feel me? And if you need to get in the right mindset, do goal setting. You feel me? You can do short-term goals and long-term goals. You feel me? All right, long-term, you feel me? I want to lose 50 pounds in like 6 months. Short-term, all right, I want to lose like 5 pounds in 2 weeks. You feel me? You have to be able to gauge yourself and have realistic expectations for yourself, because if you shoot too much for the gusto and you don't get the results you want, you'll be disappointed. So you're gonna have to be able to get your mindset in the right path to get what you want to get. You know what I'm saying? Now, being consistent and having the right mental, they go hand in hand. Because if you ain't got the right mindset, you're not gonna be consistent. And if you're not consistent, you're not gonna get the results you want to get. And this goes for anything in any facet of life. You feel me? Those weight loss people that want to lose weight, the entrepreneurs that want to start their own business, the trainers that want to get their business booming, the videographers, the photographers, anybody in life, you have to be consistent with what you got going on. So all I'm saying to y'all is, man, if you want to do something, give it 110%. Don't half-ass it. When you half-ass it, you never get what you really want to get out of it. And be able to gauge and set goals for yourself so you can be consistent and get what you want to get in life. That's my advice to y'all, man. I hope y'all listen. I hope y'all stay tuned. I love y'all. Shout out to YouTube, you feel me, in the front row. And I'm out with my section, man. Tap in. Shout out to YouTube fan, man.
Talk to him real quick.
Shout out to YouTube people, man. You feel me? Subscribe to In the Front Row. Hit that like and subscribe button, you feel me? Hit that bell notification, you feel me? So you get notifications whenever they drop new projects, you feel me? And we back, you feel me? And y'all favorite segment of pod, pop culture. Break it down to them, Flicks. What we talking about today, man?
My boy turned up for the pop culture.
Come on now.
Let's do it. Nicole Young. She files for divorce from Dr. Dre, but there was no prenup.
You blew it.
And she's looking for spousal support.
You blew it.
She's a lawyer.
You stupid.
And she got a very famous celebrity lawyer to
Ooh, you dumb, you goofy, you
represent her.
lame.
Well, she is a lawyer.
Yeah.
So you fighting two lawyers.
Hey, so,
That's disgusting, like, bro.
So Dre,
You lost.
hey, Cole Gang, Dre, she finna get banked. Cause remember, Dre sold Beats of Apple.
Hey, first, what are you, the hip hop billionaire?
He got money.
Yeah. So she about to milk the motherfucking cow for showing this one. I would. I need all my M's.
I need me a Kodak lawyer.
And they got married in, I think, I was about to say 96, right?
Ooh,
96.
she was there through all the bullshit.
But I mean, that was around the time you should try to get a prenup. And that really kind of make me think like I want a prenup.
Thanks.
Prenup talk?
Yeah.
Well, the podcast is gonna take it there.
Yeah, we're gonna take it there.
Question.
What other young black men are gonna take it there?
Has there ever been a time when a female asks a man for a prenup?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there has been.
But you never really hear about that other side. You feel
Oh, but yeah, you're gonna hear about that.
Because I feel like some women have more bread than the husband. You feel me? And they be like, prenup. It's kind of, I don't know.
How would you feel about that if your girl brought that up to you?
I mean, she getting dough then.
She getting bread. I feel like you get bread. That's a security thing. You feel me? Because you never know what may happen.
I need to get my bag up.
Shimmy at the fan.
Honestly,
you know what I mean? I'm trying to match with this. You feel me? So I'll be upset for a little bit, but you know what I mean? I know it's business. But just like how a female will get mad If we approach them, all right, baby, you know I love you, but something's prenup.
But what does she feel like, we can ride it out no matter what? That's like kind of, I take marriage like, we could just ride it out.
Definitely.
Whatever goes on, to a certain extent, we could pretty much ride it out. Because I don't really plan on getting divorced and getting married, stuff like that.
Being married 4 times on that bullshit.
When it's time to get married, I kind of plan on,
That's it.
riding out, whatever. It's going to be some bullshit. That shit happens. You know what I mean? But riding it out. So, to that point, that's kind of like, maybe I don't need a prenup.
I feel like you only hear the term prenup when it comes to like, when you get to a different pay scale. When you making like M's and like you like a celebrity type, that's where prenup comes.
Yeah,
but like for the average Joe, like what we are, like the middle class, prenup, that's never really a discussion.
I mean,
not really. Yeah,
that's just that's saving your market.
He was low key at the height of his career at that time, 1996.
Yeah, no, if you making a big dough, I think prenup is just
got to.
That's part of the game, and whoever you with, whether it's male or female asking for it, you're gonna have to live with that. If they making different level type of money, you just gonna have to get over that. And it's not a disrespect. It's not like we're not trying to make things work. It's a protection.
It's just not a piece of cues.
Because nobody, bro. If somebody works hard for their money and makes a lot of money, do what they do. They don't want that taken away just because, whatever happens. You feel me? In their relationship, now you taking half my bread.
Yeah.
And if we got kids together, of course I'm gonna do my part. I feel like most people, I can't speak for everybody, but most people, of course, they're gonna do their part. They're gonna pay for certain, pay for certain things and make sure you good. But at the same time, you're not entitled to half my money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be realistic.
And then I feel like,
depending on if people are in business with their partners or whatnot. Yeah. Obviously.
But what if the situation was, because it's kind of thinking from the female perspective, as a man is at work and he tells her not to work for those years and she doesn't generate income. Okay, maybe I am. I need half.
And then I feel like
I never thought about that point.
Good point.
That's actually a really good point.
And then I feel like
I got nothing to say about that.
And I feel like with that point, if they do go to court and they talk about divorce, then they can bring to the judge like, well, I was a stay-at-home mom and I was taking care of the family, so I never had a chance to get in my own bag. So, but I do need support. You feel me?
And I do feel like
sense,
it would have to be something they had talked about.
Yeah.
So it couldn't just be like, oh, you got dough? Cool, I'm chilling. It'd be like, hey, don't even trip. Then it's like, okay, well, you know.
An actual agreement.
Yeah, an actual agreement you came to, and then it's like, well, then, hey. So, yeah, that's actually a good point. Never thought about that side of it. But I think in general, prenups is part of the game.
Yeah, let's get into this American Airlines stuff, though. So, American Airlines, they plan to stop social distancing measures and are going to begin booking flights to full capacity. So, it don't even matter anymore.
They mad.
I'll let y'all go for it.
Because the airlines been taking a really big hit with the COVID, right? Flights are damn near empty. Like, it was bad. So American Airlines like, look, fuck that. We're not finna be like these other Pan-American. We're not finna shut down. So let's just say fuck the COVID and let's book the whole fucking flight, be full capacity. That shit ain't gonna work, dog. These numbers going back up. If all y'all that flew, y'all know the airplane is really, really condensed in size. And they get real stuffy in the motherfucker. So one person's sick or musty, the whole plane sick and musty. So, I've been on a flight, I'm like, damn, bro, you was musty as shit, bro. You don't believe deodorant or what? So, watch these numbers fight with American Airlines passengers because it ain't safe yet. That's my opinion on it.
Is among us.
Hey, the fungus is among us. Real shit.
For real.
My opinion on it, I think it honestly, it was a matter of time. And I think this weekend, especially coming up on 4th of July weekend, you have a lot of people traveling, a lot of people going to see family. It kind of was a matter of time, and you can't really social distance to a certain point. When everybody's going out, you have states open, certain states like completely open. It would be hard for a company to miss out on that, and be hard for a company to just sit by and, you know what I mean, and still have like less amount of flights. Because obviously working at the airport this past week, the most flights there have been since COVID have been going out. So we've seen the most passengers since. So it's a tough situation business wise. You care about people's well-being, but then the business side comes into it. So you know what happens when money is involved.
Money talking over here, we ain't tripping.
Exactly. So it's kind of nasty, but it's tough because you got so many people going to see family and doing different things this weekend. It was just bound to happen like this, and I feel like this is just a start of it.
Yeah, nah, this is pretty disgusting.
It's
like
rough.
we just saw the pretty much the highest numbers for the coronavirus in the past couple maybe week and a half, and at the height of the resurgence, we have American Airlines saying, sure, anybody can get on our flight. I haven't seen any health precautions involved in this. There's no checking for the virus, checking temperatures or anything like that. And then even as TSA juice, is there any type of testing or anything going into allowing people into the airport?
So allowing people into the airport, I know at Tom Bradley, they're which is I think it's kind of weird too because I'm not sure how the international flying scene is, but I know at Tom Bradley they're checking temperatures. They have a thing checking your temperature when you walk in. So they have a little machine that you not a machine. Well, yeah, like a little machine kind of camera, like I don't know what you call it, like not infrared, but it's something basically that can see if you you have
Thermal
a fever.
heat monitor.
Thermal, thank you, thermal heat. That's actually what it is. So yeah, they got something. So when you walk into Tom Bradley, the international terminal, they can see it as soon as you walk in, and then somebody, if obviously, if it's like red or whatever the case may be, they'll call, talk to you, blah blah. Have you been feeling sick? This, that, and the third, and they'll go from there with that. In terms of my terminal, not really. I'm gonna be honest with you, not really. We just as officers ourselves, we have our precautions that we take.
Because isn't Tom Bradley is international, right?
Tom Bradley's international. Yeah.
Okay, so that's only international. But the American flights.
I'm talking about the domestic flights and domestic terminals. It's really there's no testing for it. People just still coming in. We take our precautions as staff and to protect ourselves and protect the public from us, maybe in a sense. But in terms of the passengers, technically, you could fly right now.
That's disgusting.
Right, you could fly right now in LAX and not have a mask on. We offer masks, so we have masks when you walk up to the thing to scan your boarding pass or whatever. We have masks there, so if you don't have one, you can ask for one. But there's really no guard, and we technically can't be telling people, hey, you have to wear a mask or you can't fly.
Yeah,
that's up to the airline. So once you get through security, now the airlines can deny you if you don't have a mask.
Okay, but even aside from the mask shit, if you got the coronavirus, you could just hop on that plane.
You can literally hop on
capacity.
Yes.
Sit on the plane next to
for sure.
2 other people in the middle, wherever you at. Cough, sneeze, shit, pee.
Of course.
And get everybody in there infected, and then go to the next city.
Right. Correct.
I think they should require a test. Get tested and get.
I know you guys not on our end, but for the airlines, yes.
You get test results first, and bring it as you get your ticket. Show your test results before you purchase your ticket. If you're positive, obviously not. If you're negative,
I'll say
that would be the safest way.
Or take temperatures when you're there. So when you get to the airport, walking through temperatures.
I know for sure for a lot of businesses, what they're doing is they have employees. They take the temperature before they walk in. And if it's over like 101 or 102, then they tell them to go home. You feel me? Do that like that. And I know I'm going to the Spring League game in Denver, Colorado, July 14th through 17th. And they on the email they told us how basically they gonna check our temperatures before you walk into every practice and meetings and shit like that to make sure that we good. And they getting us these 2 weeks to where if we do have it, that it's quarantine, we can be good by the time we get there. So it's ways to do it. For me, I feel like with the airlines, they have to take a little extra measure of precaution because, like I said, you're dealing with enclosed spaces for an extended period of time. So
shame on you, American Airlines. I hope other airlines don't follow suit with this. This is the standard now.
Don't do it, JetBlue.
I'm gonna be honest.
United.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
United.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all.
Go ahead.
These airlines, they don't give a fuck, and they actually opening up. We opening up earlier now.
What you mean earlier?
So during the whole thing, Southwest was opening. We were opening at 5 o'clock. We opened the checkpoint because the first flights would leave at 7. Mm-hmm. First flights now they bumped it up. They got more flights going out. First flights are leaving at 5. Now in terms of their actual spacing and how many seats they're allowing, if they're allowing at full capacity, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I will say Southwest has more flights now, and because we're opening up earlier, so I have to be at work earlier. Mm-hmm. So it's tricky, bro. I think everybody kind of just.
They're trying to edge. Everybody trying to find a way to make a little bit more money.
Find a little niche where we can get dough, but also kind of care or look like we care. So it's real nasty.
And American Airlines is the only one that would
They're like, fuck it, we nasty.
They say, fuck it, we gonna get
nasty.
special land, we gonna do this.
Exactly.
And then I'm not my bad about that, Mark. But a part of that is, you know, how many people are going to be flying. As these numbers keep going up, like I know people already have flights to go see family and shit, but moving forward past this weekend.
Oh gee, it's gonna be crazy.
You know what I mean? A lot of places are closing down again. So we gonna go somewhere that's closed?
Now I think what happened is if more states get on board and really start closing, then I think it will go back to what it was these last few months. Mm-hmm. The numbers will go down. Obviously the airlines will see it. They will have an effect. Hence, flights get canceled. Now it's less flights again.
It seems like it because California, we just closed 7 different counties for like different bars and stuff. No more bars, and the beaches have been closed.
Beach for a weekend at least. LA County beaches for the weekend are closed at least.
You know what people gonna be
sure.
going straight to Orange County.
Yeah, so things. Yeah, exactly. That's all everybody's gonna do. That's gonna be a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just not really gonna change that much. But as far as being in LA though,
yeah,
you know, things are beginning to slow down, and if these precautions continue to be tightened up, it's not gonna become a destination to be anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like a month or two ago, people didn't really want to come here.
Nobody was really flying.
Yeah, we had like curfew, all
people
type
weren't
of
even
shit.
flying out really. It was different. So
it's been a year of lockdown.
So I will ask this though.
Okay. But we're over anyway. Go ahead.
My bad. Just last little part about it. So at what point does everybody be like, we got this going on, we living with this, but fuck it, things is opening back up. You get what I'm saying? So like, let's say there is no vaccine by February next year, February 21. Mm-hmm. Are we? You know what I mean? Or is it like, you know what? The hell with it. This is just something we gotta live with, the casualties. And
this is a ledge right here.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm asking though. So when is the point of like, fuck it? Because think about it.
There can't be a point of fuck it though.
Honestly, no. He has
a point next February.
I mean, precautions are being taken, but everything's open. That's what.
There has to be an intelligent like guest. You know what I mean? It can't be like, fuck it. We need to just open.
So think about how like people in charge are thinking about it, right? So and I'm not gonna assign a party to it, whether it be Republican or Democrat. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just saying people in charge are thinking business wise, right? I feel like they're valuing the lives that are being lost and like the lifespan, right? So if an older person dies, let's say this dude was 80, and he might have lived to 85. He died at 80 because of COVID. If those numbers are higher, I feel like they're gonna be more like, all right, bro, fuck it, we come open this up. Now, if young people, like real young people, start dying, like huge numbers, I'm talking about like 32-year-olds just going out, like numbers is crazy.
Like it was before.
Right. I feel like they would care more. But since the more vulnerable people are passing away, I feel like they're gonna get to a point. People gonna get to a point they just like, all right, well, we're gonna have to risk reward people's freedom in a sense, but it's not really freedom because I mean you're free. But you know what I mean? But you risking freedom in terms of it's a weird like exchange. It's like a weird quandary because like
I can't really say exchange.
When do you get back to real life? That's what I'm saying. When do you get back to real life?
You get back to real life when this shit calms down. That's simple.
This shit not gonna just calm down.
The thing with America,
I'm talking about getting the vaccine. Yeah, that's when the shit calms down.
Other countries don't have a vaccine though.
Okay, all right, look, but this is what I'm saying. Other countries move forward differently. Okay, every country's not gonna move forward the same. Like it took a minute for the epicenter of the coronavirus to get back to the same. You know what I mean? And extremely a long amount of time, and it's still dealing with different little outbreaks and shit like that pop up around there. So what I'm saying is like, you know how every state has gone into closures, things like that. I think that was good. Like everybody has their own different rates, and you go at your own different pace and opening back up. But through that, certain things won't open back up until there's a vaccine for this shit.
Word.
You can't sit in a movie theater with 200 other people.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen until a vaccine happens. So that normal is not going to be normal until the vaccine comes. So certain things I don't think we're going to get until that happens because it's just it's a health risk and a safety risk. And if somebody dies, it's a wrap for that company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, lawsuit.
If somehow you can track that being sick in that theater, that's the day you guys maybe went to the hospital that day. You know what I mean? So to me, I feel like the liability and really that whole thing of, you know what I mean, you're saying like the loss of life, stuff like that, I think a lot of that loss of life is going to start getting tied back to different companies and things like that, and places that you frequent, and that's the only, you know what I mean, that's your only destination from the house.
Yeah.
I can track that to y'all. I feel like that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I feel like that'll get to the point where niggas don't even want to go outside no more, because, like, you know what I mean, you go into places, some place you frequent, somebody dies from that group, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, somebody got the, you know what I mean, somebody got it in this group that I've been going to for, 2 months, so I think how you do say that, you know, at some point they're gonna be like, man,
it's a numbers
we need
game.
some money, and
you know
we
it's
need
gonna
to
turn into a numbers game. It's gonna be like, all right, well, we got this many million billion Americans, whatever. Okay, we lost 100,000. They're gonna be like, well, you know what I mean? It's nasty. Morally, it's disgusting.
Regardless, it's gonna be losses taken though.
Normal's not gonna happen again.
But I get
your point. Yeah,
I feel like as people still feel like that, I don't think that it is as blatant as you're saying it. Like, you know what I mean? Where they just straight up think like, you know, whatever. Fuck this. I think that they're willing to give up on certain necessities that we think as Americans are necessities. Give those to us with a health risk.
Right.
Rather than giving us everything that's a health risk and saying, go back to normal, everybody. Go to the 3rd Street Promenade. Go to the beaches. Yeah. Go kick it in the club. Go to the, you know what I mean? Go to the underground bar. So, as I do think that, you know, they don't care about us as much as we would think.
Right.
I don't think that they would give us everything back and open everything back exactly how it is, because the everything was spiked too high.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah. It was something I was thinking about. I was like,
but
where do we go?
America's gotta care first, though, bro, because we too individualistic and we don't like really care like that, bro. Like a person would rather like, okay, I don't care. Like, I'd rather go to the movies. Like, I might get COVID, but like, you see all these white people with no masks, like saying, I have a condition.
The OC is going dumb with that no mask
I have a condition. I don't have to be like, and they can care less. Like, I've been to the gym, I've been to Vegas, but people aren't wearing masks. They said they can care less because, like, okay, it happens. Like, whatever. So the attitude you're saying,
and that's right.
With the business part, was saying, oh, it happens. America's just thinking the same way. Like, if I get COVID, well, they're gonna think they're not gonna get COVID, but if I get it, so be it. Type shit. That's the way. That's the way it's been.
It's kind of funny how COVID is being portrayed by different races and cultures, because
it is
some Caucasians believe the COVID ain't shit and it's a facade and it's a conspiracy.
Some black people too.
Yeah, but it's more the whole OC is feeling that way. The OC was the one that was opening up first. These motherfuckers that was protesting and wearing the mask in general. Mm-hmm. The same motherfuckers that all they do is surf. I went to Huntington Beach for a workout. When I tell you that motherfucker was full of niggas surfing, they protested because they love the water. So now it makes sense why they protest. I ain't see near mass at the beach. Near mass at none of the restaurants on the beach.
Talking about I need a haircut. That was crazy, bro. The first Huntington Beach protest.
I just think that's interesting, bro.
For a haircut. Speaking of white people, I was trying to get us out, Leak. That was a fast enough, bro. I was trying to get us out, bro.
Leak hustle.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Little bro turned the heat up.
Come on, Leak hustle.
No! Any JR, go the other way, please.
Go the other way.
JR.
Speaking of JR.
Oh,
man.
Speaking of niggas wanting a lot of money, Jamal Adams.
Ooh, I just want a whole lot of money.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of there. He's trying to get out of New York.
Adam Gase, you fucking up, dog.
His relationship with Adam Gase has reportedly fallen apart. Adam Gase has, I think he's been on video or he had an interview where he said that he wants to retain Jamal Adams, but this is really the type of shit I was talking about with Adam Gase in Miami and how he went and got Jay Cutler over Kaepernick at the time. Like, I always felt like Adam Gase really wasn't a player's coach like how he comes out or perceives himself to be.
Yeah, no. I don't know why he got a second job. So
in the
same division.
I'm gonna say this. You know how the NBA players have so much freedom to go where the fuck they want to go? I'm gonna see if Jamal Adams legit can go where the fuck he wants to go. Because he wants to either go to Dallas, Philly, Tampa Bay. Those are like his top three. He got more, but those top three is Tampa, Philly, you know what I mean, and Philadelphia. So I need to know if they're going to allow him to go where he wants to go or if they're going to send him off. Because I remember back in the day, I don't know if you remember this state, at first, Antonio Brown, he's supposed to go to Buffalo. Mm-hmm. And he ended up saying, fuck that, I ain't going to Buffalo. And that's how he ended up being in Oakland because they say, all right, you want to be with us? Bet. We're going to ship you to Buffalo. So I want to see how they handle this because I'd rather send a player away than have a player that's unhappy that's not going to give me effort, that's not going to help me win games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my mindset. Because if you want to be here, fuck it, then go somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean, juxtaposed to that, you still got like guys like Jalen Ramsey, who was on the Jaguars, ended up trading up, I think, to the LA Rams. So, and that was one of his trade destination spots. So it's like,
we don't see
some guys, particularly they star guys, land where they want to go.
But I feel like that was because Jalen Ramsey and Jacksonville's relationship deteriorated kind of quickly. Jamal Adams' relationship with the Jets has never really had an issue until the whole Adam Gase thing. Because the program with the Jags was kind of fed up with Jalen because he kept on talking kind of crazy about different quarterbacks in the league and all that shit. And you feel me? Like we just saw the relationship between Jacksonville deteriorate. We saw that team just slowly decline.
So I think Jalen Ramsey's relationship was probably worse with the Jaguars organization than Jamal Adams was.
I agree with you.
Adam Gase.
I agree with you. Yeah, most definitely. I agree with you.
So to that point, I think that Jalen Ramsey got a pretty favorable trade. Damn, nigga can't talk.
My bad. I'm just saying. I like arguing with you. That's all. I like arguing with you. You feel me?
Get your juices pumping.
Yeah. That's the
wake me up.
Yeah.
I live for it.
I live for the pod. You feel me?
But to that point though, Jalen Ramsey was in a situation where he felt like all of his organization was against him. He said that he was in an office when he had a meeting with leaders of the organization where they didn't even let him speak. So for that to happen and for Jalen Ramsey to say that out loud and speak out loudly about Doug Marrone and his whole staff and then get traded to the Rams, you would think that Jamal Adams would have the chance to go anywhere he wants to coming from just a bad relationship with Adam Gase.
I think that depends on the integrity of
the Jets organization.
The organization. So I mean,
yeah, for sure.
So because we see the good examples like you mentioned, we also seen the AB example. So okay, you want to get out of here? No, we're not going to trade you to who you want to go to. You're going to go to wherever, you know.
Yeah.
So they're going to send. You know what I mean? They could technically, if it was like that, they could send him. And let's not forget, Jamal Adams is new to the league in a sense.
He's third year in the league.
His third year in the league. He's a guy. Don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm. He's a guy.
But it's not like, okay, this is an 8-year
veteran.
Yeah. 8-year vet. It's like, all right, well, I got you. We good with you.
He doesn't demand as much respect. So like pretty much you're saying.
So we'll see. It depends on the integrity of the ball club because they could be like, we should be to Cincinnati.
Well, I mean,
it out.
I'm gonna say this.
Well, Jamal Adams is a top 5 guy.
For sure. Definitely. He's one of the top safeties in the league, hands down. Most definitely.
I'm on it. Definitely position.
Yeah, most definitely. The safeties, he's top 5, most definitely. And I'm going to say, like when O said, example of organization's integrity, crossing sports, NBA, Oklahoma City Thunder, they sent Russell Westbrook to Houston. Mm-hmm. You feel me? They sent him off right, you feel me? Because, of course, you feel me, he was there from jump. He was loyal to the organization. Yeah. And they didn't have to do that. But they chose to send him off the proper way to a team that's gonna help him win the ring.
But that was also there was no beef though.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I want to say that it wasn't like it wasn't like Westbrook was mad at the coach or anything. Mm-hmm. It was just a matter of time being up. People left.
But it's kind of rare to hear organization legit care about their players. It was like, you feel me? Because sometimes they think money wise. You gonna give us money? You ain't gonna help us win? Fuck you. I'm just sending you off somewhere else. Mm. It's rare to have an organization legit send you off properly like that.
So my question for y'all: you think big markets would rather mess somebody over? Or small markets would rather send somebody off in the better.
It's an integrity pride thing. So I think it's just organizationally. I don't think it's necessarily market. Mm-hmm. It's just that specific organization. And honestly, I would think you would just want the best trade in general. So if you have to get rid of, if I have to get rid of Jamal Adams, I'm getting some shit for Jamal Adams.
I'm getting what?
I'm not even worried about his destination. I'm worried about who am I getting in return for Jamal Adams because I have to make up for Jamal Adams in some way, shape, or form.
So how much do you want? What do you want?
I definitely need a pick.
Okay.
First round for sure. So you're probably looking at a lower tier team, but even if it's a higher tier team, I need your first round pick. It's Jamal Adams. I need your first round pick.
Okay, you got 1 first round pick.
Okay. I have to reiterate. First round pick
like 5 times.
7 first round picks.
7 first round picks.
All 7 years first round picks, nigga. But first round pick and probably one of your better players on one side of the ball.
What was Jalen Ramsey's trade what did they get?
First round pick.
Because a first round pick is for sure. Okay, and then with Jamal Adams, he's such a young talent, and he's only in his 3rd year. He's done so much to the swing where. First round pick for sure. I'm damn near able to say a first round this year, and a possible either second or first next year.
They traded
and
it.
a star player.
If not a star player.
Yeah, because and that star player got to be able to do something.
It don't have to be a best player, but
it has to be a legit player that's making an impact for your
I'm getting something out of Jamal Adams.
The Jaguars and the Rams trade was the Rams traded 2 first-round draft picks, 2020 and 2021, and a 4th-round pick in 2021.
And they had like 2 players going to that too, right? Or just that's it?
That's it.
Yeah, I feel that's the baseline because it got to be 2 firsts.
Is that crazy?
No, because the Rams is.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but then you look at
on a position.
You gotta think about the safety market. What's the market of NFL safeties?
They're not as good as they used to be. I can say that for sure.
Oh, not even that. They're not treated like they used to be. Like Clinton Dix gets moved around easily. You know what I mean?
But
we got guys like
Bill Peppers.
But
Earl Thomas just moved teams. Like you know what I mean? Micah Hyde moved teams. Like these guys they switch around and it's not a dime a dozen, but it's kind of watered down. And they you know what I mean? They take guys like how Clinton Dix shouldn't be getting, you know what I mean? Like how he's getting treated. Landon Collins is in like a, you know what I mean?
Now, I'm going to say something about some of these safeties. Their weaknesses get really exposed. I remember people saying how Clinton Dix wasn't really a good tackler. That's why in Green Bay, that's why that really kind of deterred towards back end because he wasn't making tackles he needed to make. That's why they ended up shipping him off to, I think he went to Washington first, then he went to Chicago.
And he on the. That's funny how Clinton Dix on the Bears.
Yeah.
That's funny. But
And then Earl Thomas, he was a staple in Seattle, but then
he ain't been shipped around.
The risk with Pete Carroll deteriorated so bad to where he wanted to leave.
Yeah, he's probably not in that conversation of being shipped around. I'm just saying as far as
I get you saying
but they're movable.
Being moved.
Yeah. All I'm saying is from the past when it was like legit like 5 safeties on top of your head that was like top guys in the league. It's hard to kind of count safeties now. But you can say like a top 5 corners in the league. I feel like the corner position has gotten more important than the safety position this year.
Yeah, you wasn't finna move around Troy Polamalu or Brian Dawkins like that.
Ed Reed, you feel me? John Lance, you feel me? That was a different era of football. So
real staples.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Let's get into a sleeper, man. Money. We're gonna get out of here, YouTube fam. It was good kicking it with y'all today.
Most definitely.
The Lace Up Podcast presented by In the Front Row. It's Kelly Flicks.
It's your boy Money.
It's Juice.
Yeah, man. We just want to say thank y'all for support. You feel me? Thank y'all for tapping in. For those who tap in, let's get these likes and let's get these views up. You feel me? Y'all support really means a lot to us. Subscribe to In the Front Row on the YouTube page. Subscribe. Click that notification bell to get all the new videos when they come out ASAP. And support the black-owned business. You feel me? Lace Up Podcast. We out.
All right.